Hey guys, you should have two papers that you just got from me. You have this one and you have one that says project guide. So look at this one first. You want to choose one of these skills to work on. So you probably want to choose the one that you're very best at. So what I would do first is go through and read each one front and back because they each have a question, they each have vocab. And they all say to include an example of that skill. So I would read through these and pick out the one that you are very best at and that you feel like you could teach and you can explain and all that good stuff. So once you have chosen the one that you feel the very best about, you're going to keep this, and on this one that says project guide, make sure you have your name, and if you have a partner, put their name. You're going to circle which one that y'all have chosen, or that you chose by yourself. And then down here, you need to decide the way that y'all want to teach it and present it. So you can choose to do a song that is school appropriate, of course, and you'll type up the lyrics, and it can also have some cool dance moves. Or you could do a skit where you're going to act it out, and you could even go so far as to get dressed up and to make your own props. But if it's just acting, that's okay too. You can add in the extras if you want. If you don't want to do a song and you don't want to act, you can choose to do a Google Slide presentation. If you have some other really great idea or a way that is not on here that you think that you could teach it really well, come ask me about it, and I might approve it or I might not. It just depends on what you bring me, okay? So make sure you have one of these circled and one of these picked out. Now whenever you're ready to start working on your project, you're going to look at the back. So this is the rubric. So whenever you get stuck and you don't know what you should do next, you're going to look at this rubric, and you can see like the points for each thing at the top. So if you don't end up choosing a skill or project, you don't get any points, okay? So, and then it tells you, if you didn't do your vocab, you're not getting any points. If you did some of the vocab but not all, you're going to get 10 points. If you put all of the vocab and explain them all, you get the maximum of 15 points. Okay, so whenever you're ready to start working on your song, your skit, or your Google Slide, you will look on here to see, well, what do I need to put in this presentation? Okay, so this is like your checklist. And don't worry about this part down here because I will use that to calculate your grade. On the back of this first page, because I know some of y'all are nervous about getting up in front of the class, and that's pretty normal. There is an option called Flipgrid. You can Google that, log in with your Google account, and type in this code, and it will use the Chromebook's camera for you to either record your song or record your skit. That way you don't have to stand up in front of the class and do it live. So that may be an option that you want to look into if you're worried about the presenting part. And the presentation is on the rubric. So if you do the whole project but you don't present, then you get 0 points for that. If you do the whole project and you present but it wasn't like a great presentation, you get 10 because you tried. If you do well with your presentation, you'll get the full 15. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. Once y'all have decided on your skill and chose which way you're going to present it, I need you and your partner's name on this and bring it to me so I can check off of my list that you have got that part done. And then y'all will need to keep this, and then you'll turn it in whenever it's time for you to present. That way I'll be able to get your score, okay? So I hope y'all are excited about getting to do one of these and just let your creative side shine through and have fun. But you definitely want to be on task because that will factor into your grade. Okay, so y'all have fun. Come ask me if you're stuck. I'll help you get rolling.